I was discussing Bible prophecy with someone this morning and thinking about how there are so many little differences in what various people expect in the countdown to the return of Jesus. Churches which get into prophecy have tended to preface their stance with reminders that the details are not crucial, that there is a lot of room for differences of opinion with regard to what is going to happen. I have done the same. The timing of the rapture may be one serious exception. However, as we get closer to the actual fulfillment of these prophecies, it obviously becomes much more serious than my opinion versus your opinion. What is the point of studying Bible prophecy at all if there is no way to know who is right and who is wrong? Hold on. I'm not going to launch into a detailed case for why my dates and figures are right and everyone else's are not. But I am going to look at a very spiritual and very fundamental error which does not really spring from prophecy itself. As those who know me might have guessed, I am going to go right back to the cornerstone himself, Jesus. Without allowing ourselves to be totally broken on the rock of Jesus' teachings, everyone's attempts to nut out Bible prophecy are doomed before they start. Look at the Seventh Day Adventists. They were the world experts on Bible prophecy for about 100 years, and yet they are the ones shouting louder than anyone else at the moment that the mark of the beast is not the mark of the beast. They are so stubborn about the huge case they built against the Catholic Church and Sunday worship over the decades that they are now prepared to take the microchip implant without which they will not be able to buy or sell and go to hell, shouting all the way that the mark of the beast is really about Sunday worship when it absolutely and categorically is not. It happened because they became more loyal to Ellen White than they were to Jesus Christ. Then there are the false Israel people who have put all their focus on glamorizing the Jews and praying for the Jews to get their temple back. It will be so wonderful, they think, that the Jews can finally follow the Torah in every jot and tittle, including the offering of animal sacrifices right there in Jerusalem. It will happen and has happened because they rejected the one who is the fulfillment of every jot and tittle of their precious law, the sacrificial Lamb himself. They are blind to the fact that it is the Antichrist who will arrange for the building of that temple and who will desecrate it in the middle of the last 7 years before Jesus returns, declaring himself to be God and forcing the world to worship him. How can people get it so terribly, tragically, and eternally wrong? They have all done it because they thought they could work it out through their own human understanding, their own ability to bend and twist passages of scripture to make them support a host of cunningly devised theories and fables. Most disastrous of all has been their total disregard for anything that Jesus is recorded as having said. Almost every time I think I've found someone who agrees with me on some issue of Bible prophecy, it ends up a huge disappointment the moment I start talking about the teachings of Jesus. The feeling is almost palpable. They totally lose interest and turn away. But, like Jesus said at the end of the Sermon on the Mount, when the storm comes and the rains descend, their various prophetic houses are all going to fall because they were not built on the rock of his teachings in that great sermon. There is no room for opinion on that one. If you are not prepared to be totally broken on the teachings of Jesus in the 4 Gospels, you might as well take the mark the moment it is offered, because that is what you are going to do in the end anyway, no matter how right you may be in any of the other details. There is no back door into heaven through Bible prophecy. The Pharisees were right about there being a resurrection, but it did not make them part of that resurrection. So even if you are right about a few details in Bible prophecy, it is not going to do you one bit of good if you refuse to let go of everything you are so desperately hanging on to now and let Jesus totally rule your life. He asks us to forsake our possessions, our homes, our jobs, our families, our country allegiances, our religious allegiances, and cling only to Him and all that He has taught for as long as we live. He is coming for His bride, those who have forsaken all others, in order to present ourselves to Him as spotless virgins. He is not coming for some harlot who has slept with the gods of this world while spouting empty cliches about love and faith. He's not coming for those who have put their faith in the various beasts of this world, choosing one empire or one political party over another. He is coming for a bride whose wedding dress will be without spot or wrinkle, a holy body of believers who have come out of the Babylonic system, who have seen the love of mammon for the root of all evil that it is. People who work for love now and not for money, who live by faith in our awesome Creator now and not by faith in the almighty dollar. True followers of the Lamb, wherever He goes. Can you hear Him calling you right now? What are you going to do about it? Please contact us today if you're prepared to leave everything and become part of this great movement. God bless you.